Greetings, fellow Ghost fans. That is something I have not said in a very long while on this channel. This hat might look a little bit stupid on me, but it's a ghost hat. I don't really like wearing it forward because it kind of makes my head look 10 times bigger than it is. So let me know if it's stupid. I won't wear it in another video. If you guys kind of like it, I mean, it kind of helps differentiate what I'm talking about in this video compared to another music-related video. But this video is going to be talking about the whole controversy surrounding Ghost at the moment. I know I've been talking a lot about different bands, but I kind of want to bring it back to the origin band of this channel, the reason why I started talking about music on this channel, Ghost. Recently, in the past few months, there's been some news that the lead singer, Papa Emeritus, or at least the man who portrays Papa Emeritus, Tobias Forge, it's been rumored to be Tobias Forge. And if you listen to Ghost and also another band that Tobias Forge is in, they kind of sound, Papa Emeritus and Tobias kind of sound similar. So it's kind of might be true that Papa Emeritus is Tobias Forge. I'm just actually going to quickly change the lighting really quickly, so... I also just remembered I have this crucifix necklace that I'm gonna wear. I'm done with the hat, so I just figured I'd move to this. There's been a lot of controversy lately about Tobias Forge, or rumored to be Tobias Forge, keeping funds from, not paying the other band members what they deserve, and keeping a lot of the funds for himself. And whether this is true or not, other band members, ex-band members, former members of Ghost have come forward to say that this kind of stuff has happened to them in the past, where Papa Emeritus has just kept money for himself and not given the other band members what they thought they deserved to earn for the band, thus resulting in them leaving. And you can easily tell that the drummer is different if you look back from their earlier stuff. If you watch the music videos for Ritual and things on Opus Eponymous, they have a left-handed drummer, but then they have a right-handed drummer in later albums like Meliora and Pope Star and all the newer albums, but pre though in Opus Eponymous the drummer is left-handed, and there's a rumor that the left-handed drummer got into an accident and lost his leg, and he couldn't continue drumming anymore, and they had to get a new. That's just a rumor. I don't know if it's actually true, but now with all this new information, now all these new rumors coming out about the band, and their funds, I don't know if it would be considered fraudulent acts, but I really hope this doesn't actually negatively affect the band in any way. It doesn't seem to affect their live performances that much. Them performing on stage, doing live shows, their new, European tour, videos coming out from that, they seem to be, they might just be, they're performance artists. They're artists, they go on stage, they perform, so it might just be, they go out on stage and kill it for the performances, and they want to give a good show for the audience that's watching, and then they bicker and stuff backstage. But I really hope they don't break up. I really do not want the band to break up. I want them to work through this. I want them to iron some things out. Ghost is probably one of my favorite bands. I have the tattoo of, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It's the sign of all of the members of the band. You got Earth, Fire, Air, Water, and Aether. The same emblems that are on the hat and what they wear on the shirts that they have. That's what I have tattooed on my arm. So I love the band. I absolutely love the band, and I don't want to see anything negative happen to them because of this whole monetary situation, this whole situation that's going on with their financial situation. As I mentioned, I hope something can be worked out in the near future, and I hope they can kind of go back and steady things out. And over the almost, I think they were abandoned in 2000. I think they formed in 2008 or 2010. But over those years, over the past years that they've been a band, they've gone through various members in the band. And I think the original Omega left, so the bass, this is a recent thing that happened that everybody recently found out. The original Omega left, so the bass player, Water, had to fill in for Omega. Excuse me. Had to fill in, and then had to get a new bass player, which everybody kind of found was a little bit obvious because she's shorter than the rest of the members when the previous bass player was around the same height of the other band members. So it was kind of a little bit different, but everybody was just kind of like, alright, we love this. This is awesome. This is still cool. They're still a great band, which they are. So I don't want to see anything negative to happen to Ghost. I don't want them to get dissolved and to just... I don't want them to have a Beatles. I don't want them to turn into the Beatles where they get... although with the Beatles, they think they broke up because they just spent so much time together on the road, and they got trapped in their hotel room once because there were so many fans outside of it, and then they just couldn't take each other. So that's slightly different than what's going on with Ghost, but again, I hope nothing negative happens from this. I hope they can get everything resolved, and I hope that it just gets worked out, and they can go back to being an amazing band, which they've never really stopped being an amazing band, but I really hope they can kind of work through this little rough patch in their existence, and I hope everything is fine between them. I hope they're great in the future, as they are now, but I hope they evolve and get better over time. And again, I hope nothing negative comes of this. I've mentioned this several times in the past of this video. I hope they don't break up, which usually is what happens with a lot of popular bands. My Chemical Romance, the Beatles, obviously. I mean, not every popular band breaks up, but there's usually something that happens. I mean, just look at what happened to, what's that, oh gosh, some popular boy band that all of these tween girls adore and love to death. One Direction, that's what it is. God, I couldn't think of that name for the life of me. I really don't care either. One of their members left and started a solo career, and they haven't been the same since. I guess he went another direction, as opposed to... It's a shit joke, I'm sorry. So, that's what I have to say about that. I hope they don't break up. I hope they stay a band. This necklace is getting very uncomfortable. I'm gonna take it off. Why can I not get it off? Probably because I'm taking it off wrong. There we go. So, all of the links to the stuff I have is in the bottom description. There should be also a thing that comes up on screen probably right now or later after the video actually ends of some videos you can click on. Also a link to the other channel that I have if you're interested in watching some stuff about like nerdy things and gaming stuff and what have you. So I will let you guys go, and until next time, hail Satan.